Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it may be, but most importantly, thank you for tuning in here to Love Wrestling for the Brunch Gimmick. It's Sunday, well, morning, afternoon. We've already recapped all of that end of things, but of course, that means that we are here for some weekly wrestling chat, some fatal four-way action, both on screen and, of course, in our match a little later on today from LPW3. But first and foremost, thank you for being here. I know I said it off the hop, but however you choose to support, whenever you choose to tune in, it's always appreciated. If you want to get more from Love Wrestling, give us a follow, a like, a share, a subscription, a retweet, a repost, whatever the fuck they're calling it now on X. Whatever you choose to do, it always helps us out a little bit extra. And if you want to throw a like here on this video as my pup comes in, see, baby, this is why we were late, is because this asshole, I rip, keeps jumping up on me as I try and talk. See? It would have been worse a couple of minutes ago. If you want to throw a like here on this specific video of the Brunch Gimmick, it'll help bump us up that nice little YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support us a little bit extra above and beyond and get some exclusive content, head over to patreon.com/lovewrestlingca. We just started teasing a pretty major announcement that's going to be coming here in the next couple of months. So if you want to be on top of the latest and greatest, head over to that link immediately following the broadcast, because we've got some great stuff coming up. Of course, Blair, Lawrence, and Mike joining me as always. Mike, I'm going to start with you because I got a little bit of a call out for you, my friend. I've noticed that you are not in the intro video, which must mean that you have not sent in your photo with both your handsome mug and your coffee mug. So I
gotta get
how are you doing? But just know that like this how are you doing is tempered with a little bit of a finger wag on my end of things.
You know what? I accept the wagged finger. I literally actually said, "Hey, I gotta take some photos this weekend," like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, clothes only matters in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah,
close to getting them done.
Yeah, I'm a legendary procrastinator, and we're seeing it. We're seeing, we're just seeing it in effect right now.
You're putting the pro in procrastinator. You ain't an amateur procrastinator by any means. Ophelia, good to see you. Why am I? You know what? You're not wrong, and like lots of love to the other guys on screen. But this is turned into Rip Stream, much in the way that Quizplex coming up this Thursday has turned sort of into a ticket stream. We're just turning into a pet stream here over on Love Wrestling. Blair,
gonna get his issue.
It's good to see you, friend. Good news. I did receive my Grainmaker shirt the other day, and then I forgot to message you.
That's okay. I'm glad
that is what it is. It's in the wash right now, though, so that's why I'm wearing the Dolly Parton. It looks like you got the handsome Stephen Crow shirt back on today.
It's one of my favorites. It just so happens I wear it on this stream. It just fits good. Nice logo, so I like to wear it.
I will wear pretty well any of my favorite wrestlers' merchandise, whether it's like a black shirt, white shirt, whatever. But like, got a lot of black shirts. I'm a pro wrestling fan. I think I can speak for all of us on that end of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice when it's not.
Exactly.
Lawrence,
yo,
how are you? Even though you called me out in the private chat here for forgetting to loop the video off the bat, you jerk.
For all the 0 people who were watching at that very moment and caught like all of us looking down at our phones and your empty chair.
I did have an empty chair. I had to go. Yeah. I had to go and get my second mug of coffee. That was in the microwave. I timed my coffee poorly this morning.
All disappointed.
I know. I was disappointed too. Yeah. Blair wears shirts with sleeves. Yes, you heard it here first.
The odd time.
Blair does in fact wear shirts with sleeves every so often. Maggie, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I got to be honest with you. Last weekend, I was getting back, so I went to SmackDown, myself and Judge Ben Omen. Not last Friday, but the Friday prior when they were in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. What a freaking blast it was. I know that Zach's going out to the show tonight in Laval. Are you going as well, Lawrence?
Yeah, I'm meeting up with him there.
Heck yeah. For the Sunday Super Show. Do you have an idea of what the card is?
Yeah, actually, I have it in front of me.
Give us a little preview.
You
came prepared.
I came prepared. Right. I saw this question coming.
All right, now, okay, no more calling each other out. We're good to go. Yeah. We both came super prepared. I even made sure to download the match in advance so I don't slow the internet down today. Look at us. There we go.
Almost professionals.
We're getting there.
Yeah. One day.
We're getting there.
So we've got Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Good.
For the World Heavyweight title. which is definitely going to change. I've bet a lot of money on
100%.
Finn Balor winning.
Yep.
I'm in trouble with bookies if he loses, man.
Here's
And
the thing, you throw five,
that
you
half
throw
shot
$5
that'll change.
down.
Yeah.
You throw $5 down, you're only down $5. But you throw $5 down and a change. Yeah, old Lawrence is, I guess, drinks on you for the rest of the night,
Yeah.
so to speak.
You got Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest in a Laval street fight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What makes it specifically a Laval street fight?
Well, IWS's
Other
Erica
than like happening in Laval, of course.
was trying to muse on that and made a bunch of Laval references. I am not from Laval, so I've been there maybe once or twice, just because there's no reason for me to be in Laval.
If
I don't think I've ever been there. Rip,
Yeah.
down, please.
if I had to guess, it's probably just because it's in Laval.
Yeah, it's 100% just because it's in Laval.
Well,
they're gonna
when
bring in like
Baron
track
Corbin,
pads.
listen to this nice little main event we got. The last time I went to a house show in Edmonton was like 2019, 2018 even. Rip.
Also,
They had an Edmonton street fight that featured Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin as our main event. The traffic was easy to get out that night. But their Edmonton street fight, Braun Strowman entered in an Edmonton Oilers jersey. So I bet you will see either a Canadiens or maybe even you should ever be so lucky to get a Nordiques jersey.
or Laval Rockets. who
Yeah,
are the team
yeah.
that-
Is it still the Laval Rockets?
yeah.
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 But also Trish Stratus is on the card too. She's like her second,
Which is sick. Like,
yeah,
that's
which is
actually
second
super
house show
cool.
in like 20 years or something like that, they said.
Yeah.
She did Ottawa last night and she's doing Montreal tonight.
Is it her and Becky?
Probably. Or
Quick
like
little-
maybe a tag
quick little
match.
tune-up for their match that should have happened 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. I understand wanting to have like this big spectacular blow off, and I do at least appreciate the idea of we want to give them more time. We want to make sure it's a proper blow off, not like the last time that this happened to Becky where they frigged up a steel cage match's timing. Why does it keep happening? And that whole skirmish with Bailey, whatever, last year, 6 months ago, etc. But like, again, and with
They had
Trish
this-
Stratus,
They
come on.
They had to snap into those corporate dollars.
That's fair. Snap into a Slim Jim. That's fair. Make hay while the sun shines. I'm only looking at this from like the booking perspective of things, and like, here's the thing: did like Slim Jim specifically request a battle royal? Look, we got the big blow off to a year-long feud between father and son, sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Goddamn Crunch. Why couldn't we have the Slim Jim steel cage match?
Yeah.
There you go. Like,
But the
why?
steel
I get it on LA Knight. Don't worry. Like, get him on the card any way you can. But like, come on, man.
Mhm.
Like, that's exactly unless there's like a specific they request a steel cage match or something like that. Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
they
that
even
is-
need LA Knight on the card to wrestle? They literally need him to come out with a microphone and say LA Knight. Yeah,
They need him.
that's it.
They need him in the Shane McMahon spot minus the torn ACMCL.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come out, punch the Miz in the face twice, call it in
Yeah.
the ring like grizzled veteran Snoop Dogg, and there you go. See,
I would-
people think that Cody Rhodes was the first guy to cross back over. Nay.
No.
Old Snoopus Doggus went to AEW, hit the frog splash of the century, and then made his way back to WWE. Crossover superstar Snoop Dogg.
I think also like Kaz did both shows. It was like did the pre-show of like NXT and then AEW the next week.
Yeah, but that was the next week. Okay,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Like
Actually, the first one, this is actually like a true fun fact. The first person to appear on both AEW and WWE on the same night was Kayla Sparks.
yeah.
She got kissed by Los Lotharios in, I think, a pre-tape. No, that was live, and she was on AEW Dark as part of a pre-tape
Mhm.
on the same night.
I also
There you
feel-
go. Giving you knowledge here on the Brunch Gimmick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like anytime somebody's injured, Snoop Dogg should just come out, just be on call at all times. Just call in the ring.
Snoop Shane's here. We're
yeah.
We're gonna need you here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, Maggie popping in. He's a WWE superstar.
Ring General Snoop Dogg.
Ring General Snoop Dogg. There you go. Talk about Gunther and his title reign ending. There's the guy for it. Snoop did a loop. Yeah, after you pitched on between two beard and it was shot down hard. Yeah, that makes sense, Pluggo. It's like when you say a joke in a group of friends and nobody but one person hears it, but the one person makes the joke and the entire group hears it and they all laugh. That's what just happened to you. It just happened. It's a good idea because I said it louder and I would guess more enthusiastic. No, I can't even guess that. Pluggo's for all of his budget blowing tendencies, he's a damn enthusiastic guy. Good morning, Darnell. Good to see you, friend. Thank you for hopping in. And Bebe, as you mentioned earlier, Love Pro Wrestling has new Love Pro Wrestling hockey jerseys on pre-order. However, those are exclusively available through pre-order on the Patreon account. So patreon.com/lovewrestlingca. Like a bad electrician, there's a cheap plug. If you want to, do so. Like I said, good things coming on our end of things. Fun facts with Spencer Love. There's nothing I love more than a fun fact. I don't know. Did any of you guys read like Uncle John's Bathroom Reader?
Sometimes, yeah.
See, I always loved it, and like cool articles and the long reads and that sort of stuff. But like I always liked the little footer notes, which is the one-line fun facts. Here's a fun one for you. Bob Ross was a drill instructor before he became a painter, and he hated that he yelled so much. So when he quit the army, he said that he would never yell again, and that's why he was so chill on the joy of painting. There you go. And that is a factual fun fact.
That's a good one.
You mentioning Uncle Bob's Bathroom Reader just like
Uncle John's Bathroom Reader. Put some respect on Uncle John's name.
I'm sorry, Uncle John. My mistake.
Who or whom do you
I
think
take it back.
you are?
It just reminded me of like do y'all remember the before times when like we didn't have cell phones and people had like magazine racks in their bathrms?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do.
That's wild.
I do.
You
The
just
magazine racks were
don't
luxurious.
see that shit anymore. Like
The amount of times I read the 2001 Wrestling Almanac in the bathroom.
Reader's Digest.
Okay, so now it's your turn, Blair. Give us a fun 2000 and fun professional wrestling fact.
Oh, I just kept
I'm
reading
putting you on the spot. If you've read the almanac that much, it's like being Biff from Back to the Future. It's like you should be monetizing this.
It was
There's
just
at least
constantly
one.
reading the results over and over of all the shows that happened. So I'd be like, oh, this was the 1999 No Mercy results, and over. That's all I got.
I would read Martha Stewart's Living in the bathroom, because that's what my mom subscribed to, and they had the recipe cards and the cookie of the month at the end. I made my first meal with those recipe cards. for my
Martha
family.
Stewart and Snoop Dogg have a show together, and only
Yeah.
one of them's a convict,
Yeah.
and it ain't Snoop.
No, he's not Ring General Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Ring General
and
Snoop
it ain't Snoop Dogg.
No,
Martha
Maggie,
Stewart.
we don't have magazine racks in the bathrooms anymore. We did, and then cell phones happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, well,
See,
smartphones happened. I should.
Yeah, it was either like a magazine rack, or for some folks, you would just put them on the back on the
Yeah.
tank or
Yeah.
whatever you'd like to call it. There, it all depends how bougie your house was. While we have Spencer here, I officially request a B2B spinoff with Pluggo and TFA. Yeah, approved. Pluggo,
JPJ, you're fired.
Yeah, no,
You're getting
on
on
spinoff
Viv.
show. It'll be like Joey, but people will watch it.
Yeah.
Nice little shot at Matt LeBlanc or LeBlanc. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, as a Canadian, when I read words that look vaguely French, I just half assume that they're French and / or French Canadian.
Mhm.
So I always give them, like, Laval. I pronounced it Laval, and Zach laughed at me when he picked me up from the airport when I went to Elimination Chamber. And I'll never forget that, Zach. Not once. What happened in wrestling this week?
Ray Phoenix and Commander had a really fun match. That's like
Nice.
that's burned in my brain. Is just all the spot foo I saw on Friday night on Rampage.
I like
A
spots.
man had a
I haven't had a
chainsaw.
chance.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And Jeff Jarrett got strapped up is what happened.
Yeah. as God intended in the year 2023 is Jeff Jarrett all the titles.
The Texas Chainsaw Champion. I am here for it.
Yeah.
Trying so hard not to make a cash wheeler strapped up joke.
I'm just so happy for Jeff Jarrett. Like,
Great.
what a time to be alive. I hope he defends it. I hope he defends
Yes.
it everywhere. I hope that he comes out and parades with that son of a bitch like Braun Strowman should have been doing for years with that greatest Royal Rumble title.
Now that they're retiring the FTW title, that should just be the new one, is the Leatherface.
I want him to defend
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Regularly.
I want every single show, I want him to defend it with a different movie villain theme to it.
Yeah.
Like the Star Wars Steel Cage match when episode 10 inevitably gets announced. I bet
Oh my
you it will.
god.
Yeah, it will.
You
It
could have
will.
told me that there was a Star Wars 10 already, and I would have believed you. That's how out of the Star Wars.
There's like
loop I am.
3,000 things, but like I don't know. I don't know.
I think
The
for
universe
really.
is so like Disney was just like, let's take this IP and just spread it as thin as we possibly can.
Oh wow, a lot of controversy that
Yeah.
people are mad that I'm happy for Jeff Jarrett. Look, Jeff Jarrett deserves good things. Jeff Jarrett deserves all the happiness in the world. Worst match in AEW. Hello, noob. Sorry, I missed your hello
Not
there
even a
earlier.
chance.
Worst match in AEW history, and that's the Texas Chainsaw Death Match. You're making it hard to love you right now, Penny. Yeah, okay. Well, I
Hey,
never want to begrudge anyone's love, but while I disagree with your opinion, I defend to the death your right to have it. I only ask that you do the same for me, and being happy that Karen Jarrett got chased off by a guy dressed as Leatherface, and Jeff Jarrett used that to beat Jeff Hardy. He is the Jeff. When I say Jeff, you say Jarrett. Jeff.
Jarrett.
Smack
There
nuts.
you go.
like the way I look at
Claire's
that
my
match-
favorite.
the
It's
way
like when I say Paul, like whoever says Levesque is wrong, it's Burchill.
The way I see that match, honestly, it's like it was like so campy and stupid, but like
Yeah.
it was so super fun, and at the end of the day, it also made like over $100,000 for the Maui Food Bank. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that is
Really
that is
cares.
100% fair.
who really cares? Like
That's
at the
fair.
end of
When
the
you look
day.
at it, when you look at it in a vacuum, it was a really bad, dumb, fun professional wrestling
Yeah.
match.
Look,
It was like it was a Sharknado wrestling match. If you
Correct.
watch it wanting to just laugh at it, you definitely can. And if you watched it expecting Ring General, Snoop Dogg levels of performances, you ain't
Yeah.
getting them, admittedly.
his
but-
frog his frog splash was actually like probably it would have fit right in that match.
Oh, it was the worst frog splash of all time. But by no means am I ever going to say it outside of that one time. Outside of this, I loved it. Yeah, and like you said, Mike, the real important thing to take away from it is that the Maui Food Bank is getting a sizable donation because of that, and that really is the important thing at the end of the day. Wrestling match, it was dumb as all hell. But morally, you know what? If you've got the opportunity to do that again next week and have Jeff Jarrett and Karen Jarrett versus Rebby and Matt Hardy, cool. I won't like it as a wrestling match in all likelihood, but if you raise another $100K for the Maui Food Bank, like you said, that's the important part. Can we have a special Leatherface belt on the Halloween LPW show? Jeff Jarrett, if you are tuned in right now, this is officially I, promoter Spencer Love, pitching you, promoter, wrestler, podcaster extraordinaire Jeff Jarrett, to come and defend the Leatherface belt here in Edmonton in October.
Have Matt Hardy.
If the cost is reasonable.
I
Please, if we're clipping
Yeah.
this, please make sure you include that last part. If the cost is reasonable. It ain't that you ain't worth it. It's that can we afford it?
Yeah.
There you go, Pluggo. You cost us Jeff Jarrett defending the Leatherface belt because of your budget blowing blunders. There we go.
bro, if you got Jeff Jarrett, you'd have to book the West Edmonton Mall. Like you'd need a huge house for that man's draw.
We would need a massive house, a giant house, an earth-shattering house. Let's move on now. What else? Like honestly, what else happened? I was very busy this week.
We had CM Punk, laying down who was allowed backstage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, we should have that graphic.
Yeah.
Do we have
Yeah.
to switch over to the Between Two Beards? You know what? Because I don't care. He
Oh, I know
decided-
what's coming up.
Pluggo
I'm so excited.
Pluggo went ahead and went through every piece of branding that we've got when
Yeah.
he had Taryn on. Hello, we're now firmly AEW.
Oh, I've always wanted to.
Punk Day!
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, what happened to CM Punk?
Well, he wouldn't let the Hollywood hunk Ryan Nemeth there. Come on, why not? And Adam Page had to go film one vignette somewhere else. Like, what's going on? Come on, Punk.
I don't like this anymore. I am so tired.
Mm-hmm.
So tired of all of this.
It's
Dude,
comical.
it is and not comical in the tee-hee sort of way.
No.
Comical in the aw sort of way. Like, man, who cares? The thing is, and like, again, you know, I preface all of this. I'm a CM Punk fan as far as the guy's in-ring stuff goes.
Yeah.
Like, the guy's indisputably a great. But like, just the perfect just summary of all of this for me is that he got upset and didn't allow Ryan Nemeth backstage. He got upset about a tweet about him being the softest man alive.
So to prove Ryan Nemeth's
So to prove him wrong, he asks him to fist fight. Are we gonna have to take this outside? Like, what are you gonna do, man? Meet him at the bike racks by the Allstate? Like, what a joke.
I mean, that's where I have all my fights. I mean, it's not convenient.
I'm a
but
basketball hoop sort of guy, but I don't know if they've got one outside. And he specifically
All right.
asked to go outside.
Spencer is the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Yeah, just chilling out
I
back.
just- I love me some CM Punk, but like, we are what, a week, 2 weeks away, 10 days away, whatever it is, from the biggest show in not just all elite history, but like the biggest event outside of Korea in wrestling history. And we're talking about this.
The biggest voluntarily
Oh,
attended
yeah.
wrestling event in history.
The biggest event that people ever have chosen to go to for pro wrestling
Yeah.
is about to happen. And
Right. The-
and we're talking about a guy, a multiple. You know what? Because there's no need to poke the bear. Like, the report came out from Fightful as well. Full kudos to them. Best $5 you can spend in wrestling. That there were people just walking on eggshells talking about, like, we just figure it's best just to leave it with CM Punk. Why can't CM Punk figure it's best just to leave it
Yeah.
just once? Is it too much to ask for, like, a kinder, gentler, better world of pro wrestling? Why?
Like very much like you, Spencer. I'm a CM Punk fan. I can't say I'm much of a Phil Brooks fan. That's always how I'm like, man, I on the mic, in the ring, yeah. Everything else that comes with it, and then like even like a small percentage of the shit that he says in the ring, because like even when he's on the job, he's like stirring shit up, as we've seen. So.
Well, and half of it too, like, you know, when it comes to, again, can only go off of what I've read online, but like when it comes to the situation with Jack Perry and not wanting to use real glass and all of that, like, I get that. You know, I would be team CM Punk as far as that goes. Maybe I just personally don't ever want to get hit with glass and don't think a lot of people should, unless it's in like consensual deathmatch situation, whatever, yada yada. But like, it just in the whole summary of CM Punk, it just seems like, well, here's just another thing,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
And then that's not even the craziest news that ended up happening involving All Elite Wrestling this week anyway.
No, but you know what? And for me, like, I don't ever really want to comment on people's legal troubles. I think it's odd, and I think all of us as Canadians can think it's odd that, like, oh, it was just road rage. He just flashed a gun. That seems
Mind-boggling.
very odd, but
Yeah.
like, that's for me all I really want to say on it. It ain't my piece to speak on legal troubles.
Yeah.
This is what it is. I'm glad nobody got hurt. I'm glad everybody's safe. That's it. That's all.
All ends like 11 days away. What else can what else? It's
Here's the thing, Mike. What else is going to happen?
yeah.
We're 11 days. You say it like we're so close. We're
I know,
11
that's-
days away.
No, that's what I'm
Oh
like.
man, there's still like 4 shows in between this that shit can blow up.
Yeah, it's like
Really?
it's like first forbidden door. Like, okay, well, there's 11 days, so that's like
Because when is it?
4 more
it's this
things
Saturday,
that are probably
right?
gonna
It's this Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh,
Sunday.
7 days. Oh,
So they've
7
got-
days.
yeah, so
Yeah.
2,
7
I
days.
guess.
I'm an idiot.
7 days. 6 days away. So still 2 more
Yes.
shows. I've got to assume that they've got to have Dynamite. You know, they're contractually obligated TV program.
Yeah, and then
And
Collision's
they're going to
being
have
taped.
Collision. So there's 2. Okay, so they've got a taped show.
Yeah,
So
I
at
think
least-
that's being taped Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
I forgot what day.
Are they doing? I think they're doing both shows.
Oh
Wednesday.
my! So if it's on a Wednesday, that means everybody's going to be in the same building at the same time. That certainly doesn't speak for like. Oh no!
Wait,
So
they're-
if they're taping Collision right after Dynamite, basically everyone who's on Dynamite won't be allowed in the arena. It'll just be the
better
Collision
abide by your
roster.
call times, guys.
Yes,
You're
it'll be the
out by
Collision roster.
7:30, so the Collision guys can be here. Hangman's
So-
not main eventing on Wednesday. I can tell you that much.
Is that
He's
like-
getting out of the building?
is that like one single ticket for all of that taping? That's such
Huh?
a. Is it one single ticket on Wednesday for all of that taping? That feels like a lot. Like, because they'll also presumably tape some like ROH there and shit.
I think
too.
ROH has already been taped for the next
Oh, okay.
week already. So
Did
So it's
Jericho
just-
win the title again?
unfortunately, not.
Don't care.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. I like Ring of Honor. Math is hard, Ophelia. It just is. As someone who, not proudly, but admittedly, has failed a couple of math courses through his high school and college career, it is. It is. It is. In about 5 minutes here, we're going to tune into some fatal 4-way action from Love Pro Wrestling 3. Casey Spinelli, Ava Lawless, Nicole Matthews, and your current Love Pro Wrestling Grand Champion, Zoe Sager. That'll be coming your way. So before we head into that, is there anything we want to break down in the next 5 minutes? Blair, Lawrence, Mike, anything? Can we just transition away from CM Punk? What was your favorite thing in wrestling this week? Let's just go with that real quick.
Ray Phoenix
There's
versus
something that
Commander.
made you happy. There we go. Thank you, Mike. There's a nice one.
Flips,
I like
flips, 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 flips. I love it.
I think recency bias, but well, it's this week. But Edge and Sheamus, and that was
Yeah.
like a nice way, like to potentially send out Edge from his WWE career at least.
Couldn't agree with you more. Hello, JPJ. Good to see you, friend.
I'm trying to think
Blair.
what happened on Dynamite that I enjoyed thoroughly because I'm sure there was something, and I'm just drawing a blank. But man,
We spent the first half of the show espousing about the first best part of Dynamite.
yeah,
The only thing I didn't like about the Texas Chainsaw Leatherface death match was that it wasn't 2 hours.
Oh,
Like if you can get that, if you can make that happen at Wembley, Stadium Stampede with a team of supervillains, like Jack the Ripper would fit right in there. I think he'd be great.
I was happy to see Eddie
No
Kingston
space.
back.
Yeah,
Kingston
Good
returned.
shout.
Love seeing Osprey back because I like the dynamic that he gets involved with in the matches. So that was fun. So I'll say Kingston showing up.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
Darby Allin and Nick Wayne are on Dynamite again too, which was yay, Nick Wayne.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, but Darby and Sting showing up at AR Fox's school show.
Yeah.
Unreal.
That was
unreal.
Just imagine being in that
Yeah.
building and like Darby Allin, cool, but Sting showing up at like your local indie is the
Though I will say that was
mind-blowingest
probably
thing.
the first time Sting's been booed in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Like since frick TNA. $1 Million Mafia. That's what we should do. Oh man, we should just do watch along of Mafia matches. Main event Mafia.
Oh, God.
Unbelievable. What was their pay-per-view? Oh man. I can't remember. Because they had like Mike Tenay selling popcorn and oh my god, that's what we should do. We'll do a Patreon exclusive watch along or something like that. Ophelia Dalton Castle and Juice Robinson. That does sound like it would proverbially slap. I haven't seen that yet, to be honest. I've got a lot of catch up here to do over the next couple of days. It's a busy time, but a real good time on our end of things. Blair, did you give us a definitive favorite? You're gonna go with Eddie Kingston?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Eddie Kingston. I was
Sorry,
happy
I'm
to
just
see
trying.
him
I'm just trying to buy myself some time, because I was gonna say like the not just the Edge match with Sheamus, but like the entire way that they've handled his retirement night or his last match on his contract, whatever we want to look at it as. I just think it was handled super well through the entire night. Like that video package was so cool. It was really cool. Just, I guess, the group of people they had as part of it. Like for me, it was really cool. John Cena and Edge was like one of the first rivalries that I really remember, or at least went back and watched when I really started diving into the Ruthless Aggression era and everything like that, doing my wrestling catch up, I suppose. So like to see Cena there and then Sami Zayn, who is relatively new in the grand scheme of things still, compared to Edge, like just cool. Just a really, really cool wrap up on that end. So I'll go with that and Jeff Jarrett. Of course I'm going with Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Now, let's do some wrestling. As I do. As per usual, I don't remember if there's like music right at the start of this. So if there is, sorry.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. I'm just gonna blow your ears out right off the bat. That I've done worse. I will do worse, I'm sure, in my life. But this was from there we go. LPW3. We are a happy family. Of course, the third event from Love Pro Wrestling. Yeah. Let's get the music turned down here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the
Such a good ring announcer.
Such a good ring announcer, I like to think.
The cadence on him, just fantastic.
Though I will say, I've worn that jacket a couple of times. I like it. Not necessarily a ring jacket. More a brisk summer day jacket, you know? It's too warm.
Oh yeah.
Gives me like a bit of a front ass. Bit of a muffin top, you know. But either way.
You get toasty in there with that one on, or
Oh yeah, that room gets real toasty. That
Yeah,
being
with
said,
all
at
the
least with
lights.
like my usual jacket, at least then I can not tough it out, but it is a lot better. This though came out of LPW2. It was a tag team match: Casey Spinelli and Nicole Matthews versus Ava Lawless and Zoe Sager. Things just broke down at the end of it. Ava and Zoe sort of broke down, had their little bit of a tiff. They ended up squaring off at LPW4. And Nicole and Spinelli, after teaming together, Spinelli turned on Matthews to close their match out, leading to this. And this was a real blast to have on our third show. Between us, I'm just really happy through our first few shows that a lot of people that I wanted to work with for years and really admired for years just like chose to be a part of the show. Matthews and Spinelli, in my opinion, are like the standard bearers of this stuff for at least the better part of a decade, and huge parts of the first days of LPW. Excuse my heart attack. I was going to comment that my coffee had gotten cold, and as I did that, I nearly died. I nearly died right here on stream, you guys.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks. I was fishing for that.
No problem.
I mean, it would have been good for the channel had we gotten good views.
You're not.
That,
You're not wrong. I mean, I just personally would hope I didn't.
yeah. I mean, we did take out that insurance policy on you while you weren't looking. We're all gonna, make bank on that.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
It does upset me a bit that you're a lawyer.
Yep.
We'll do okay. We'll do okay.
I'm very excited for when we can have Casey Spinelli back in Love Pro Wrestling.
Casey rules.
Yeah. Just be,
Oh, Spinelli's awesome.
a
It's
cross
one of
Canada
those-
match here too.
Yep. Not disappointing in a negative way. It's just like dates haven't worked out anytime we've tried to have Spinelli in or anytime she's wanted to. It's timing's a bitch, for lack of a better way to put it, you guys. But sooner rather than later, I promise you we'll have Spinelli back.
And your final competitor.
It's always fun to go back and watch our early matches. I really like
Yeah.
when we do them here on the Brunch Gimmick, because like it's pretty cool to see how far the productions come, how far like the wrestlers themselves have come. It's always like a perfect example of that. Yeah, this coffee's cold. This
Does
is
this
why I
one?
have.
So is mine. I just
This
got
is why
ice
I
in
have.
it.
This is why I have the two cup. Rip! Are you freaking kidding me? Now, I will say, I do think I made a minor mistake in downloading the uncommentated version rather than the one with the audible chocolate of Big Bad Boris. So I apologize for that. It does admittedly help with the volume, but that is what it is. If you want to, you're on... Rep, stop chewing my chair. You're going to your crate.
yeah, Blair.
Sorry.
I said rep. I was
Yeah,
very
okay.
clear in that. But if you would like to, on this very YouTube channel, you can check out not just this match, but pretty well every match from our main LPW shows on youtube.com/LoveWrestlingCA. And I know I've mentioned it a couple of times, but if you want some extra, you want a little bit more from Love Pro, all of our shows with the Clandestine Wrestling Society are on Patreon. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to burp my way through that. But I did, and it was gross.
Lots of very, very good free pro wrestling on the Love Wrestling YouTube.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Big boots.
I gotta watch, gotta watch my Canadians somewhere.
You got to get your catch up,
Yeah, exactly.
and there's lots. That's one of the things
There's-
that I do love is like we do have pretty well every one of our matches is available. Pretty well every one of our matches is available on YouTube. Like, it's very cool for me that we've got not just great wrestling, but great footage getting out there. People like Ava, people like Zoe, especially getting not just attention at the rec room, because yeah, it's cool to work in a sold out venue, but like it's cool to be able to showcase that to the world.
Mhm.
It's cool to be able to show talent that normally are just seen in Edmonton and Calgary or Medicine Hat or wherever it may be. I am a fan, to say the least. Did everybody remember that NWA 75 is next weekend? Admittedly, I had forgotten. But show week, pretty well, my sole focus is on our stuff.
Speaking of show week, looking forward to talking to you on Wednesday.
I am very excited for that. Yeah, Mike, plug it. Well, plug it at the end.
Yeah,
Right
I'll
now,
plug it
we'll
at
watch
the end.
wrestling. You can tell people where we can tune into the flagful overbooked. See, I'm trying not to plug it, and I'm doing
Yeah.
a bad job of not shamelessly promoting it.
It's the weekend, which means I get to make. I have to make graphics for said interview after we're done here.
Did you?
I got everything I needed from Zach.
I was gonna say, yeah. Did I send you a photo?
No, I already knew. Oh no, we don't do like people's promo photos.
All
because
right, yeah,
it's so hard to get. Like, this is my one like forever gripe with independent wrestlers is put your like promo photos and stuff in like a Dropbox or some kind of folder or some kind of downloadable link. And put it in your all my links or your link tree or whatever. Because the amount of people, like, we used to do people's promo photos, and then I'd have to go find one because I'd ask someone to send me one and they wouldn't send me one. Or so I'd go and find one, and then I'd put the graphic out and they'd be like, "Oh, please don't use that one. It's so old." And I'm like, I asked you for one and you never sent me one.
Yeah, that part I don't like.
Like,
That being said, I saw there was, I can't remember who it was, but Ophelia, sorry, I just DM'd you that sizing chart, by the way. Yeah, I saw there was a graphic designer, and of course everyone's entitled to their own opinion within reason, right? But like, they were talking about the complaints of wrestlers not sending promo photos and them not having the time to look up for 30 wrestlers on a card, and it's like, yeah, I personally think, yeah, you do. If your job is graphic designing wrestling posters, you should be reaching out to wrestlers and using what's preferred. But that's for wrestling posters. That's different than what your guys are doing.
Yeah. Well, the thing for me too is like everyone that I have used, even though I don't actively use them anymore, I actually still just kept them. I have a promo like in my all my design folders as I follow the tree down. In one of them, I have a promo photos folder, and then I have individual wrestler photos or like folders all within there too, because some people have older ones and newer ones that I've had to get multiples from them for now. So
this is just a fun little sequence here. Nope. Boom. Just fun. And again, huge shout out to Gavin. Just what a guy. But what a great videographer, filmmaker, producer, all of the above. And handsome. Rip, please be careful, otherwise you're gonna unplug my computer from charging. My dog's licking my pants because, like, just full disclosure, I'm wearing sweatpants that I wore also last night because I'm doing laundry right now. But, like, I was eating salt and vinegar chips last night, and I've got a bad habit of wiping my hands on my pants. And,
I'll do it.
Yeah, but he obviously knows there's, like, salt on my pants. So he's just been sitting here licking them, and it's not been fun the whole time, nonetheless now. Mm-hmm. Here's a fun fact. That was the first time Casey Spinelli's ever hit a choke slam in a match. I remember that because her and I had a very good laugh about it. She went full Undertaker.
I made a mistake ordering some Uber Eats the other night, and I was trying to get like the nachos with cheese from 7-Eleven, and ordered the wrong thing and ended up getting these, and they're like 7-Eleven's store brand chips.
Oh.
They have so much flavor powder, like just it's. I was eating like my whole mouth. That's probably why my tummy was not feeling good yesterday. Now that I think about it,
that's why your tum was bothering.
but like there was so much flavor powder on these things that like
stop biting my goddamn chair.
I've never eaten Doritos and had my hands look like I ate Cheetos by the end of it, but like that's what happened with these.
That's too much.
I was like, and my mouth, everything in there was just like all the bad feelings.
Jeez.
I wish I had those for ASMR potato chip brunch now. I'm gonna save that
He's
bag.
just biting the leg of the chair. Sorry. Like these are it's one of those things. All of my chairs still look relatively good after living in my house for 2 years. And this is the only one that would be Rue. I swear to goodness. No. Come in. Kick you out of the house. But only temporarily. I lost the receipt, so I can't take them back. That's a joke. That's always a joke. For legal purposes, of course, I would never do anything to my dog, including return. Leave it alone. Oof. One thing I love about Nicole Matthews is, like, she's a great professional wrestler, but sometimes she just, like, beats the hell out of you in all the ways that you should. Like, why make things pretty when you can just, like, boot someone in the back to break up a pin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can just lay a big old kick. Like that. Like that exact one. Like that there big old kick.
Oofta.
Yeah, neither of these sound fun or look fun. I can't imagine taking any forearm or bumping on the hardest part of the ring.
Oh.
Can be fun.
You said you
whatsoever.
can't imagine. I'm getting chopped by Ben Ortman's on September 1st.
That sucks for you, but not
Yeah.
for me. I'm going to laugh like
Yeah.
a bullet. I'm going to laugh, and then I'm also going to laugh after you send me the video when I message Ben and say, "Please tell me all about it," and we'll reminisce on the fun time that he had.
Oh,
So
I'm
really.
I'm gonna.
I'll get a double dose of laughs.
Oh, I'm gonna be posting the video because like it's like.
Of course.
Yeah.
That'll be one of my singular laughs.
It was part of my. That was my way of contributing to the pledging of stuff to get Fightful's YouTube to 100K subscribers. Was if you can do it, I'll take a chop from Ben.
That sucks to be you then, and only you, because again, I'm going to get at least 2 good laughs out of this.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I will get a nice little tee-hee.
I'm sure immediately after I'm done shrieking, I'll begin laughing.
I'm already laughing.
The thought of it is kind of funny.
I'm getting a tee-hee right now. I'm doing myself a hearty har. Big old win for Nicole Matthews.
That was a fun little match.
Yeah.
A fun little match indeed. This was the setup. I'm going to turn it down just in case. I don't know if the interrupters are mean on YouTube or not. I love the interrupters. That's not a critique. So this set up. The next show was Love Pro Wrestling 4. We had Zoe Sager versus Ava Lawless. Of course, after Ava cost Zoe the win there, Nicole Matthews went on to face Taryn from Accounting for the Love Pro Wrestling Challenge Championship. And then, as you can see if you watch back on YouTube, following this match, Casey Spinelli got a little visit from one Chelsea Green, who came in for Love Pro Wrestling 4. Of course, that's current Love Pro. I wish. That's current WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Chelsea Green Very, very cool to see on that end of things. And of course, I'm going to take that little cheap plug anytime that I can. Friends, family, what an hour it's been here on Love Wrestling. We've had a lot of laughs, shed a few tears, and now it's time for us to shamelessly self-promote where you can see us doing things. Well, it's going to be here. I guess you know it's going to be right here on Love Wrestling. But what will you see here on Love Wrestling? Well, let me tell you. This week, we've got a ton of great stuff coming up, including a brand new edition of Monday Night Shaw heading your way tomorrow. On Thursday, of course, the flagship comes back Between Two Beards, episode 116, I believe. 116 or 117. Either way, a whole lot of B2B. On the weekend, we've got firmly AEW for exposure, the brunch gimmick back here on Sunday morning. But, of course, in the in-between time of all of that, Love Pro Wrestling returns to the Rec Room for back-to-back shows. On Thursday, Love Pro Wrestling and the Clandestine Wrestling Society combine forces for our 6th event featuring the students of the CWS and your LPW favorites. And then on Friday, Love Pro Wrestling 18 Hot Tag, again, taking place at the Rec Room South Edmonton. Tickets are real limited, folks. So if you want to make sure that you are in attendance, pick them up. Head to our Eventbrite page. Only for a limited time. We've got those on sale. So grab them before they're gone. And while you're at it, pick up tickets for Love Pro Wrestling 19 Speedball Strikes First. That'll be taking place on Friday, September 29th. All of those tickets currently available. All of those tickets limited. And all of those tickets are well worth your money. If you want to support us a little bit extra and earn some discounts on your Love Pro Wrestling tickets, merchandise, and everything in between, however, head to patreon.com/Love Wrestling CA. You'll get all of that. You'll get some exclusive video interviews. You'll get to see Blair's handsome mug for the video versions of the Grainmaker Wrestling podcast and a bunch more cool stuff. It's a great way to support. It is really the best way if you want to put some extra money back in the pockets of the Love Wrestling contributors to support a little bit extra, but however you choose to support, wherever videos are played, audio is listened to, or great content is created by great people, head to Love Wrestling CA. However you choose to support, if it's a like, a share, a follow, a retweet, a quick little promotional tweet on your end of things on the old X machine, I guess now, it's appreciated. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Look at me. I even got all my plugs out of the way before I turned it over to you guys. First things first, Blair, I'm going to you, and I'm gonna give you the big screen to do it.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, look at that handsome mug. Look at that face. God damn.
You can find me every weekend with my good friend Pluggo doing For Exposure as we take a look at the world of independent wrestling. You can find me up on all social media at Grainmaker Wrestling Podcast. And I just dropped a podcast with Levi Knight. So that's out there. And it was a lot of fun to chat with Levi, who you've seen at the LPW shows before. So go check it out. I think that's everything.
I like Levi a lot. It's been
He's
great
good.
to have him. I actually ended up bumping into him and another couple of people at the Dynamite taping or Dynamite event that was here
Nice.
last month. Just a good human being.
Yeah.
Lawrence!
Yo!
Lawrence! You're heading to WWE tonight, so if the people want to see you, there's an easy place to find them out in public.
Yep.
Where else
With
can they see you?
Zach Ralph. I'll be at WWE Night, and they can catch me back here every Sunday, and tentatively, potentially watch along next week to All In, which we talked about like weeks ago. Which
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we
down
got to
for.
figure out brunch plans next week.
Yeah, because I'm down to do the watch along the whole thing. But yeah,
I'm down too. I'll just probably have no voice. It'll be
Yeah.
after show week.
you can do the Sammy Guevara and just do the signs. Casually.
That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty.
Just
talk.
90% of them are going to be shut up warrants. I'm like,
Mike, my dude.
Mike.
Where can people find you?
Oh man, I got a busy couple weeks coming up. So you can find me every Wednesday. Well, first of all, Sundays here, brunch always.
Yeah.
Find me on Wednesdays, Fightful Overbooked at 6 p.m. Eastern with Righteous Reg, talking to a bunch of awesome people from all around the world of independent wrestling. Our guest this week, this Wednesday, if I wasn't full screen right now, his beautiful face would be right above me. Spencer
Hey.
Love is actually, we're going to have him on Indie this week to talk
Got
about...
awesome people in independent wrestling and me.
No, including you.
Especially
Including you.
Spencer.
You got a lot of awesome people in wrestling, and also Spencer was here.
No way. Come on now. you can't run one of Western Canada's best wrestling promotions and not be awesome, Spencer Love. Okay.
Oh, trust me, you can.
Oh yeah, actually, it's wrestling. There's a very good chance
Yeah.
you can definitely run a promotion and not be awesome.
There we go.
You know what? I take it all back, but you're awesome. Shush. We
Thank
love
you. There we go.
Um,
I was going to say that
and-
don't implicate me on that level, but
yeah. No, fantastic person by comparison to many, many others that have been in wrestling anyway. So,
Okay, Rip, I need you to get down, please. I gotta close
and
the show
then
now.
and then also, it's an AEW pay-per-view week, so I'm returning to the scene of the crime, the place that brought me here to love wrestling in the first place,
please.
the flagship. I'm on Between Two Beards this week
Hey,
and
Neato Burrito.
and next
That'll
week
be fun.
for some AEW pay-per-view previewing, because it's plural. They have 2 weeks in a row. It's very expensive and kind of like financially, whoa,
Financially draining. Hopefully, the last time this happened, though, Roman Reigns returned, so maybe we'll get the same coming out of AEW at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, we'll hear never.
That would make me pay for 2 pay-per-views in a row.
We'll hear never
Roman
gonna stop.
Reigns.
We'll hear Never Gonna Stop by Rob Zombie.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Friends, if you want to follow me, it's at Spenny Love on the Twitter machine. I don't know. Are we still promoting Threads? Is that going to be a thing, or have we dropped off of that? Have we all just accepted that we're gonna stay on? Like, no one joined me on Nexopia, so I'm gonna just stop politicking for
Oh,
that.
I miss Nexopia so bad. I was on that. Dude, I was on that stuff in like 04.
Oh, so was I, Edmonton based. That's why
No
we used to go to
way!
Klondike days. Oh yeah,
Oh,
there's
damn,
again
I
another
wonder.
fun fact for you. Edmonton's biggest social media ever. But that's a story for a different day, friends. You can follow me at Spenny Love. Like I said, wherever podcasts are played, videos are viewed, or excellent content is created by excellent human beings. You can find us at Love Wrestling CA. Pick up your tickets for Love Wrestling at times Clandestine Wrestling Society 6. Pick up your tickets for Hot Tag. Pick up your tickets for our 7th event with the Clandestine Society on September 28th. And of course, Speedball strikes first on September 29th. But most importantly, make sure you're staying locked on to Love Wrestling over the next little bit. Lots of great content coming your way. For Blair, for Lawrence, for Mike, I'm Spencer Love. We'll see you next time.